Hello, welcome to the Come Together Hub podcast. My name's Nicola and today I'm joined by
Daniel.
Brian.
John.
Angela.
Adam.
Lisa.
Thanks guys. Today we have decided to do a bit of a discussion that we pulled up quite randomly about the tools that got us into recovery and the tools that help us maintain recovery, because sometimes it can be different for different people and we kind of want to find out a bit more from the group, those who are in recovery, those who are not in recovery, maybe what they've heard, what they've learned from other people that work. So I'm going to kind of go around, I think, to give everyone a chance to speak.
Okay.
So you are first, my friend.
Okay, so when I entered recovery, it was difficult because I wanted to stop drinking. I didn't know how to. I then got connected with an organisation called CGL, and whilst I was with CGL, they run a program. It was a 6 months program which was called Foundation. It actually gives you all the tools that you need to come through recovery and maintain your recovery, and if you lapse you can pick the tool back up again and continue with it. So for me that was an organisation that was massive in my recovery, and basically given me the education about addiction, irrespective of whether it's narcotics or alcohol, but it was always about addiction. So for me, it was an amazing organisation that helped me and get me through my addiction.
Has it changed from what it took to get kind of into recovery and then the support systems you use now to maintain it, or is it the same one?
No, I use the same support network, but at the same time I use the SMART meetings once a week. And the reason I go there, though after say about 3 months it can become repetitive, but what it does for me on a weekly basis, it keeps it real, because there are other people in there who are about to embark on recovery. So it's good to know that actually I was where you are and I'm now where I am. So yeah, it just keeps it real. Yeah.
Thanks, John. Angela, anything to share?
No, not.
No, not today. It's
Not
all
today.
right. Anything to share?
Me myself, just listening to other people has been a real help for me. Just hearing other people's stories and whether I relate to them or not, it's been huge. But yeah, I agree with John. CGL has been a massive help for me, even at the beginning, and still to this day I still engage with CGL because it keeps me busy, and it, like John says, it brings it to the forefront and reminds me that it's a daily thing.
Amazing.
Thank you.
Please.
I'd say activities we come together up really. The walks, this group, and the different, and like Chatter Cafe and stuff. It's just like it allows me to do things with people who are not just in recovery but are in like recovery for other things like mental health and different things, and it helps me to connect with people I wouldn't normally connect with, because I do still struggle with connecting with people, and it's like having a routine helps, and and it's given me loads of opportunities like doing the courses and things like that I wouldn't have done, had I done it on my own because it was the fear of going to college or things like that. But with the support and different people you meet here, I think that's invaluable to me really. That's what keeps me going and grinding in the week and things like that. And I have to put as much effort into connecting with people as I do into my recovery me as well, so I think Come Together helps me with that.
And has it changed over time? So like for example with me, I think like when I was looking to get clean or sober or whatever you call it, or recovery from my mental health as well, like my journey was to go into a treatment centre, and that was so useful, for that short blast of being able to kind of take myself out of society and away from the drugs, that were impacting my life so dramatically. However, of course, like coming out of there, I didn't stay in there then for years. Like my tools have totally changed. Like as time has gone on, you know, like
Yeah.
friendships and having a fellowship has been really important to me. I didn't have all that stuff when I came into to get recovery, you know, it has really changed over time, and I wonder if you've got any experiences with that as well. What about you, Dan?
My journey, like when I came into recovery, I obviously used to go to NA meetings and stuff like that, but 2 years ago I realised that I needed to do something else, you know, to try something else, and I went to an organisation in Liverpool called One Step Recovery Detox. I was there for 3 months, and not while we were encouraged to go to meetings, alongside that I did other stuff like counselling, inner child therapy. It kind of gets to the roots of like when, you know, what your background is and stuff like that, and trying to work on those behaviours as well as working on your addiction as well, which really helped me at the time. I'm really grateful to that organisation. But now, obviously I still do Narcotics Anonymous to maintain my recovery, but Come Together Hub as well, that's part of my recovery as well. And like it's been said, I like the fact that it's, you know, it's people from all walks of life, mental health, addiction. It's not just, you know, like NA is it's just the addicts, where I like to involve myself in other things as well. But yeah, all good.
Thanks, Dan. And Brian, I wondered if you had anything to share around, you know, maybe your own circumstances in life when you've been going through a tough time, or anyone that you know around you, like what's kind of been the best support systems that you've seen that help people?
Well, I think that's the thing that, you know, I suppose I come from the other side of the fence, if you like, you know, I mean, I'm from the practice side, and I think I kind of started off over 40 years ago with that kind of medical model kind of getting drummed into, you know, about, you know, it's all to do with getting people recovered. And then I moved towards the social model, and I think being somebody who's moved around a lot as well, because like job-wise, etc., divorces and stuff, you also can understand how situations can change people, and they can change for people very rapidly. And you know, as my own development went along, and you move away from that kind of medical model to the social model, which was like the other extreme. Nowadays, I look at it very much from a biopsychosocial model. So it's like basically looking at it from the, you know, the physical side of it to people, the psychological, how you're thinking, and of course that environment that you're living in as well. And you know, when you can be in a good environment, you can be around good people, or you can be around people who aren't so caring for you. You can be in an area where it's kind of a lot of stress for you. And having experienced that myself, even though from a, if you say, from a clinical side of it, from the other side of it, I understand, you know, I mean, that isolation, that loneliness, and especially when you move to somewhere new. And that's what, for me, being part of this group helps, because hopefully, you know, it's a two-way thing. It helps, allows me, somebody who's just moved back to St. Helens, making those connections with people, you know, as well. So it's a two-way process. And I think we often forget that we're just human beings. At the end of the day, we're just human beings. We're trying to connect, trying to get through each day, aren't we? You know, I mean, whatever's going on. You know?
Just highlighted like a really, like, just highlighted something for me about that. So I believe that a lot of my recovery, you know what I mean, has been based around that social kind of model. And the reason that I think for me it's been so successful is because of that model entails two people benefiting from the situation. So even when I'm in a situation, a professional situation, or when I'm on the other side doing my own personal recovery, like there's an exchange there that I'm also getting from, like, even though here now I'm working in this capacity, I'm still reinforcing my own recovery from being here. You know,
It's
or
the
I'm
reward.
or it's the rewards, and also helping somebody else. And that's why I think the social model is so powerful, and we see it a lot, don't we? I think we've come to the end of the time, but I just want to thank everyone for being open and honest, and we'll have more for you in the coming weeks. So thanks for listening. Please like, share and subscribe as always.
Take care.
Thank you.